Hello everyone, it is Friday morning, and yes, I am doing this again on a morning. This is like a weird trend. Um, yeah, I got my coffee. It's my Sleeping Beauty mug today. It's a really fancy one. And it has like a really delicate handle, and I don't use it very much, so you can tell I'm running out of glasses. But on one side it says, "I walked with you once upon a dream." And then on the other side, they have Aurora in her blue dress, and that's quite unusual because she's like almost never seen in her blue dress. She's always seen in the pink dress. If you've seen Sleeping Beauty, you kind of know like part of why this is. But yeah. So I don't know where I'm going with that. I just need my coffee. But it is Friday, so it means it's Friday Fragment Day. It also means that on Twitter and Facebook, it is Friday's Reads Day. I haven't really mentioned that here, but if you're on Twitter, if you tweet with the hashtag Friday Reads, then you can get entered into contests for a whole bunch of prizes and stuff. But it's also just fun to kind of see what other people are tweeting about with what they're reading. So whether you're reading a book, like this one, or just how horrible these cookies are for you, go put it up on Twitter with the hashtag, and don't read the fact that 4 Thin Mint cookies are 160 calories because it makes you feel really guilty when you eat the whole sleeve. But I love my Girl Scout cookies, so I'll still eat the whole sleeve. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, my current read this week is Hourglass by Myra McIntyre. This is a book that's not coming out until May, the end of May, from Egmont, USA. I love Egmont. I love this book. This book has a truly awesome-tastic cover. Have you seen this cover? Trippy! But, yeah, I wasn't going to read this book until the end of May, because that's when it's released. But this cover is very seductive, and I just had to pick it up and start reading it. And this book is so awesome. Emerson, the main character, is total kick-ass. She's little, but she's loud. As there's a song about that somewhere in country music. I don't know. But yeah, it's a great, awesome book, and you're going to want to put this on your wish list to buy. And you're going to want to buy it rather than try and get an art, because Myra says that there were some differences made from the art to the finish. So I'm going to have to buy the finished copy to reread to see if I can try and like pinpoint where those differences are. That could make a great contest. Interesting. But anyway, I am not going to read from this book today. I am just showing this to you because I just have to like tell you just how awesomely wonderful this book is to go buy it. And I'll probably wait until May to do a fragment from it, because then you can actually go and get it yourself. But I just have to say something about it. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know I've been tweeting about it too, because it is just that good of a book. See, I tweet about good things too, not just about the books that make my head go exploding. The book I read last week is going to be the book I read for the Friday Fragment, and that is this one. It is, see, I need my coffee. I'm blanking on such obvious names. I mean, it's sitting here right in front of me. But anyway, my Friday Fragment is going to be from Silver Phoenix by Cindy Pond, with its gorgeous, gorgeous, pretty, no longer exists cover. This is a book I bought solely for the cover. Isn't it gorgeous? But on the paperback, they changed it. You're going to want to go out and buy this book, too, because it is like non-stop action. I really enjoyed it. I loved Eiling. I loved Chen Young. And it's just wonderful. And it is in paperback. So even though the paperback doesn't have as pretty a cover, in my opinion, you're going to want to go buy it and read it because it is just awesome. And I can't wait for Fury of the Phoenix. And I am so, so sad that I like took forever to read this book. I bought this book a long time ago because, you know, I have the hardback that doesn't exist anymore. But yes, it is a great book, and you want to go read it. The scene that I'm going to read to you is from chapter 10, and it's just one of the many fun, action-y type scenes that are in the book. So, that's not how it starts. Here, let's start with some coffee. Okay, so maybe now I'll be able to read somewhat coherently. Chen Yang's legs were in a wide stance, his sword high. Eiling knew he would not attack while the serpent gripped Li Rong. Li Rong is Chen Yang's younger brother. Murmuring a prayer, she unsheathed her dagger, crouched and edged out of the circle of light cast by the dying fire. She steadied her trembling hands. Li Rong needed her help. She clung to this thought. She sneaked around the serpent demon's massive coils and twitching tail. Chen Yang saw her, she knew, but dared not meet his eyes. Taking a deep breath, Eiling vaulted through the air and plunged her dagger into the back of the serpent's head. The sharp blade sank into the hilt, and there was a sizzling sound, reminding her of meats spinning on hot coals at the market. She tried to pull out the dagger to strike again, but could not budge its glowing hilt, burning cold within her hand. The demon shrieked and slammed its tail on the ground. The pungent smell of burning flesh hit Eiling's nostrils. Her stomach seized. She saw Chen Yang grab Li Rong by the arms and drag him away from the writhing beast. The serpent's tail whipped toward her like an angry eel, knocking her off her feet. Li Rong raced to Eiling, pulled her back. The demon lunged at Chen Yang, but he twisted out of the way. Chen Yang jumped forward and sank his sword into the thick body, right below its human face. The demon hissed and bucked as blood the color of pitch flowed from the wound. Chen Yang withdrew his sword and attacked again with a wide swing, and more of the thick ooze erupted as the head tottered on its thick coil. The demon shrieked in the throes of death, its mouth a red slash, the dark tongue lolling out. Chen Yang raised his sword again, and the head thumped down at his feet. Dark blood splattered across the dirt. The shrieking stopped, but a faint ghost ring reverberated through the night. The thing convulsed violently before becoming still. Eiling's throat felt thick from the raw, potent scent of blood. Chen Yang wiped his sword on the scales of the dead beast, smoldering the brilliant red corpse with his own black blood. He turned to the fire and tossed the wood he had collected earlier that night into it. The flames leaped, illuminating the grisly scene. The serpent's body stretched out the length of at least 5 men, its width as thick as a man's torso. The powerful head of the porcelain face lay inert now in a pool of black. The face was almost beautiful, if not for the forked tongue that hung limply from its mouth. So that is a short scene from Silver Phoenix by Cindy Pon. Eiling, as I may have mentioned before, I don't remember, is a total kick-ass heroine, and you will want to go out and read this book. You do not want to wait to read it like I did, because it is just really, really just that good, and my review should be out soon-ish. I'm kind of slacking on those, but that should come as no surprise to anyone that knows me. So yes, today was Friday Fragment Day. Let me know in the comments below what you are reading, and if you are participating in Friday Fragment. Today is the day that James over at the book sheet actually has his Mr. Linky thing up, so go put your link over there. Can't believe I almost forgot to mention that. See, this is why I need to actually probably start drinking my coffee before I do these things. So yes, yeah, go over to James's blog over at booksheetclub.blogspot.com and put in your link, and then watch other people's videos on what they're reading this Friday. And I will see you next week.